Welcome grade 6 again in unit 2. It's a mystery lesson 3 and 4. Let's start with our grammar lesson. Today we're gonna talk about the past perfect. And the first thing we're gonna know about the past perfect is the usage of the past perfect. When can I use a past perfect? When two actions happen in the past, to describe the first action, use a past perfect, and for the second, use a past simple. So we have two actions, and the first action, you will describe it using the past perfect. The second action, you will describe it using the past simple. Example, when I reached home, I realized that someone had broken into the house. So here we have when I reached. This is this is past simple. So it means that this action is the second action here. So here happened number 2. I realized that someone had broken. This is had broken. This is the first action because it's in the past perfect, and as you can see the past perfect is had plus pp, had plus pp. So the first action was they had broken into the house, and the second was I reached home. Keywords for the past perfect: we usually use after, before, as soon as, when, by the time, and until. Now let's see the keywords and how can you use them. After equal as soon as. So here we have A, after, A for after, and A for as soon as. Okay, so you have to keep it like that. A for A and A. After as soon as. After as soon as. You put the first action. So yes, you always use a past perfect. And in the second part, you will use a past simple. Here we are. After I had finished my homework, I went out. Or as soon as I had finished my homework, I went out. This is about after and as soon as. Let's talk about before and by the time. Before and by the time, P and P, and after them we put the second action. And the second or the other part of the sentence, you put the first action which is the past perfect. So before the police came, the thief had escaped. So here we have the second action, and here we have the first action. Until is somehow different. Because we have to put the sentence in negative before until, and you have to put the until in the middle between the two sentences. So he didn't go to the club. This is the second action using the past simple, until he had mended his bike. This is the first action. So after until, you will put the first action, but before it, you will put the negative second action. Now, I will add just one note, then we're gonna start answering our exercise. You can use, or yes, you can remove the subject. You can remove the subject of the sentence and add verb plus ing instead. Example, after they had cleaned the floor, they had a break. Somehow they can right here use cleaning, and you ask how can I use cleaning? We will use cleaning by cancelling the adjective here, by cancelling the subject here. So it will be after cleaning the floor, they had a break. After cleaning the floor, they had a break. Now let's go to answer some question. Lesson 3. Choose the correct answer. After we put the first action, so past perfect. Before the police came, before, so the second part or the other part of the sentence is past perfect. She spaced to bed until, here we have until, so before until we put past simple in the negative, didn't go. He took a taxi. After, put the first action, had left. The bell rang. After, the first action, had entered. Space, the fireman arrived. Here we have arrived, the second action, so we have to put, we have to put before. before space to school. Before here we don't have a subject, so we have to add verb plus ing before leaving to school. By the time we put the second action, so he bought. As soon as I had revised, the second part will be sure, past simple are answered. She space Eiffel Tower until she had, so we have to put here, we have until, so we have to choose negative past simple. Rewrite the following sentence. He recovered, then he left the hospital. Okay, please pause this video, try to answer by yourself, then come and check your answers. Okay, now here is the answer for the question. So it will be he recovers and he left the hospital. What happened first? What happened first? Yeah, what happened first is he recovered. And the second action while he left the hospital. We will start with, yeah, sure, we're gonna start with the second action in the negative form. So it will be he didn't leave the hospital until he had recovered. Number 2, the bus left, then he arrived at the bus station. So we're gonna start with after, and after the first action. So we're gonna start after. Where is the first action? Yeah, sure, the first action is here, the bus left. So after the bus had left, comma, he arrived. It means that he didn't catch the bus. He arrived at the bus station. Number 3, here we are. The film finished, then they left the cinema. So we're gonna start with as soon as, and as soon as is for the first action. So we're gonna start with the first action. Where is the first action? Here, the film finished. So as soon as the film had finished, okay, they left the cinema. Okay, wait. Number 4, the teacher finished the lesson, then the bell rang. Here we have using before. So starting with before and followed by the second action. Before, where is the second action? The bell rang. So before the bell rang in the past simple, comma, the teacher had finished the lesson. So what happened first? What happened first is that the teacher finished the lesson, and what happened after that? The thing that happened after that the bell rang. So here we have the first action had finished, the second action is rang. Okay, let's go to the last rewrite sentence. The thief ran away, then the police came. What happened first? What happened first is that the thief ran away, and after that the police came. And he started, or he said that use after, but it's not in capital letters, so we will put it in the middle, and we're gonna start with the second action. So it will be the police came after the thief. The first action had run away. Okay, let's go to lesson 4 and answer. Choose number 1. After space her housework. Here we don't have a subject, so after verb plus ing, finishing, after finishing. Number 2, before she went shopping. Here before, the second part will be past perfect. Had phone. Ali sped the door. Here we have after, so before after we put the second part of the sentence, the second action. So Ali opened the door. Before I space, before I, after before, put the second action, before I reach it. I went out, space, I had finished my work. So here we have the second action and here we have the first action. So the only right choice is before. Before, sorry, no, it's as soon as, because here we have the second action. So I went out as soon as I had finished my work. My mother had prepared lunch before I, my mother had prepared lunch before I, sure, before I arrived. Here we have arrived. By the time the train is space, Emma had arrived. So here we have the second action, by the time the train left. They spaced the trophy until they, here we have until, so we have to put the negative past simple. They didn't take the trophy, didn't take. Okay, let's go to number 9. We didn't wash the dishes until we, sure, after until, the first action, until we had finished. When he had read about the story, he, yeah, so here we have the first action, the second part will be, yeah, he decided to watch its movie, the second action. Ali had visited his grandma, then he went to the airport. So using after, it will be after. Ali, the thing that happened first, Ali had visited his grandma, comma, we will cancel then, he went to the airport. Here we are. Number 2, the carpenter finished his work, then I gave him the money. So we're gonna start with by the time. After by the time, the second action. Where is the second action? I gave him money. So I gave the carpenter money, or the money, comma, he had finished his work. Arwa mended her bike, then went to the club. So we will start with the second action in the negative. So Arwa, where is the second action? Yeah, here is went to the club. So Arwa didn't go to the club until she, first action, had mended her bike. Before she bought the dress, she had saved some money. So use buying, as I already told you before. Cancel the subject and write the verb in ing. Buying the dress, she had finished, she had saved some money. We will complete the sentence. Mona watched TV after cleaning the house. So had cleaned. What happened first? Yeah, here we have after cleaning and use had cleaned. So we will put here the subject. So it will be Mona watched TV after she, the subject will be she, as Mona is a girl, she had cleaned the house. Here we are. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed. Practice more and see you next time. Bye bye.